First, I will examining a critical issue facing Foodpanda, the growing concern over wage and working conditions for its delivery riders in Malaysia. The heart of the problem is unstable income. Riders' earnings are unpredictable because they are based on a dynamic pricing system that frequently changes. This lack of transparency and stability makes it very difficult for riders to manage their finances and plan for the future. If this situation continues, we can expect serious consequences. This includes more rider strikes, which lead to negative publicity. It could also force the government to introduce stricter regulations. Ultimately, we risk losing both skilled riders to competitors and customers who support fair treatment. For riders, the positives are flexibility and fast cash. They can choose when to work and even cash out earnings daily or weekly. This is great for students or anyone needing quick income. For the company, the benefits are cost savings and scalability. Foodpanda only pays per delivery, not monthly salaries, and can quickly bring in more riders during peak seasons. But there are downsides. For riders, income is unstable. Bonus are hard to reach because of high trip targets, and long hours often lead to stress and burnout. For the company, the challenges include high rider turnover because low pay makes rider quit often, that raising recruitment costs. Second is negative publicity from protests and complaints. This will damage the company's image and possible legal risk if new rules force higher pay or benefits. Now, we will go to the next issue.
I will be talking about employees' mental health and well-being. Mental health in the workplace is about an employee's emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Since the pandemic, issues like stress, burnout, and anxiety have become very common. This has affected not just employees' health, but also productivity and staff retention. Because of this, many companies now focus on well-being programs to keep employees healthy, motivated, and engaged. When mental health is supported, employees feel more motivated and committed to their work. They enjoy better emotional well-being, take fewer sick days, and are more creative when solving problems. It also builds confidence and increases job satisfaction. But when mental health is ignored, the opposite happens. Employees may face long-term stress and burnout. Motivation will drop and work quality suffers, and they might experience physical problems like headache, fatigue, or even insomnia. Eventually, this leads to disengagement and employees wanting to leave the job. From the company side, supporting mental health leads to higher productivity because employees work with more focus and energy. It also reduces turnover rates and saving costs in recruitment and training. The company's reputation improves and teamwork becomes stronger because employees feel cared for. On the other hand, ignoring mental health has serious consequences. Frequent sick leave disrupt workflow and deadlines. High turnover means companies spend more on hiring and training new staff. Companies fail to address mental health issues, several problems can arise. First, there are legal risks. Company may face lawsuit if employees can prove their mental health was harmed because of poor workplace support. Second, there's the loss of top talent. Skilled employees often leave for competitors offering better well-being programs, and they take valuable experience with them. Third, we have a drop in productivity. Stress and burnout reduce focus and creativity. Employee might be physically present but mentally exhausted, leading to lower work quality. Lastly, reputational damage. Companies that ignore mental health risk negative reviews online, making it harder to attract pool of top talents and future customers. Let's take Microsoft as an example. If Microsoft ignore employee mental health, they might lose their best talent to competitors like Google or Apple. Productivity would drop and their reputation would suffer. But Microsoft has a proactive program called Microsoft Cares. They offer free counseling, paid wellness day, and mindful workshop. This keeps employees engaged, loyal, and stay productive. So, mental health support is no longer optional, but it's essential.
Next, short-term contract employees not offering permanent opportunity. Many organizations, including Maybank, often rely on short-term contract employees to meet project deadlines, cover staff shortage, or handle seasoning demands. While this strategy gives the company flexibility and cost savings, it creates concern for employees who face uncertainty in job security, limit benefit, and fewer change for career advancement. For those who consistently perform well, not being offered permanent opportunity can lead to frustration and disengagement. the positive impact on employees, contract workers will gain diverse work experience, develop new skill, and enjoy flexibility in choosing different role or industries. For the negative, they face a lack of job security, limited access to benefit, and difficulty making long-term life or financial plans. Over time, this can reduce motivation and increase stress. For the positive impact on the company, Maybank benefit from managing labor costs more effectively, adjusting workforce size based on projects, and hiring specialist talent for short-term needs. For the negative, the company risks loyalty, higher turnover, and inconsistency in work quality. If left unaddressed, this issue could damage Maybank's reputation as the employer and make it harder to attract top talents. Consequently, if the issue is not addressed, if Maybank continue to rely heavily on contract staff without offering pathway to permanence, it could face higher recruitment and training costs, difficulty with training skilled employees, and reputational damage in the banking industry.
I will be presenting about the last issue concerning human resource, which is recruitment and retention in Top Glove Corporation Berhad. Top Glove is the world's largest manufacturer of rubber gloves in Malaysia. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, Top Glove has faced many human resource challenges, especially in recruitment and retention. This problem arises from heavy reliance on foreigner labor, tough working conditions, and a high employee turnover rate. Now, let's look at the impact of this issue. For employees, there have both positive and negative effects. On the positive side, some workers are given opportunity to career growth, which is encourage them to stay longer. However, on the negative side, poor working condition can lead to serious health and safety problems. For the company, better retention can help reduce turnover costs and build a stronger corporate reputation. But if turnover remains high, Top Glove will face increasing costs for recruitment and retention, which will affect overall performance. So, what will happen if Top Glove ignore this issue? First, turnover will continue to rise, that leading to mass resignation of workers. Second, the company's reputation will go downhill, which may cause effect investor and customer to lose confidence. This could eventually threaten the company's position as a global leader in glove manufacturing.
Firstly, for unpaid overtime, the solution is to implement a fair pay system with a fixed minimum fee and transparent incentives, in line with the Employment Act 1955 and Industrial Relations Act 1967. Worker protections should also be strengthened through SOCSU coverage, accident insurance, and a fair appeal process, as required by OSHA 1994 and the Employment Act 1955. Secondly, to improve employee mental health, organizations can introduce employee assistance programs such as counseling and stress workshops, supporting OSHA 1994. They should also promote work-life balance with flexible hours or remote option consistent with the Employment Act 1955 on fair working hours and rest. Moreover, contract staff to secure permanent roles after a set period in line with the Employment Act 1955. Providing benefits and training such as health coverage and skill development also supports welfare under OSHA 1994 and the Industrial Relations Act 1967. Lastly, to address recruitment and retention, companies can improve working conditions, fair hours, and safe accommodations, reflecting OSHA 1994 and the Employment Act 1955. Training and clear career paths should also be offered, aligning with the Industrial Relations Act 1967. In short, fair pay, strong protection, mental health support, and career development will create a motivated, loyal, and productive workforce.